nice separation from the insanity of the world sometimes. It just gives us an opportunity to have peace and reflect and really get centered and think about the things that are really important to us. And I cannot think of an organization, the Sheldon Museum of Art, that does that any better than any place that I've ever been. It is a real treasure for the state of Nebraska. It's a real treasure for our campus community. And I hope that our listeners on the pregame broadcast today will make it a priority the next time that they're in Lincoln to stop by the Sheldon Museum of Art and really embrace and appreciate what is right here before them.
Fantastic. Always good to see you. We'll talk again next week.
Thank you, Greg. See you
Susan,
then.
great to see you. Continued success to you in the museum.
Thank you so much.
Matt Coatney's back with our Big Ten Blitz coming up next.
You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff, brought to you by Central Valley Ag on the Huskers Radio Network.
Working together, Central Valley Ag unites with our farmers to feed a hungry planet. Enroll in CVA's Go Early Seed program and maximize your purchasing power with 1 year of 0% financing for seed and crop protection. Register for a chance to win Husker football tickets when you enroll in CVA's Go Early Seed program by October 18th. Details at cvacoop.com. Our planet is hungry. Together, we feed it. Central Valley Ag, the official co-op of Husker Nation.
Feel like you're always on the run? Me too. As an independent financial professional, I help all kinds of busy people. Young families planning for college, couples working toward retirement, people securing their legacy. Wherever you are in life, Emeritus can help you get more out of life with insurance, employee benefits, and financial services. You're moving fast. Let's help make sure you're on the path to a fulfilling life. Find your next step at emeritus.com. Insurance products issued by Emeritus Life Insurance Corp.
When you're in the stands and have the ability to control your irrigation in the field, it's a game-changing moment. Valley is where farming meets end zone efficiency. With AgSense remote irrigation technology, farmers become the MVPs of their fields. Experience real-time, play-by-play action and control that keeps you ahead. Score big with irrigation technology from Valley. It's technology that improves your life and lets you be at the game and in the game. Find your local Valley dealer at valleyirrigation.com.
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need. So you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles. Or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
In today's digital landscape, the security of your business is non-negotiable. That's why you need better cybersecurity solutions. At Hamilton, we make it our business to protect your network, data, and digital assets with the latest in cybersecurity technology. Our dedicated team of experts has the technology in place to protect what matters most to you and your business. Stay ahead of cyber threats with better cybersecurity protection. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Huskers farmers do it all. That's why at Ag Leader, we're devoted to making your life easier every day, through every season, with our easy-to-use precision farming technology that can do it all alongside you. From planting and spraying to steering and harvesting and more. Do it all on your farm with Ag Leader. Contact your local Ag Leader dealer or visit agleader.com to upgrade your farm equipment with proven precision farming technology from Ag Leader.
This is Big Red Football.
For almost 50 years, Sid Dillon Buick GMC Cadillac in Fremont has been more than just a dealership. We're a family dedicated to serving yours. Shop Nebraska's #1 volume Buick GMC dealer for the new car, truck, or SUV to fit your needs. We're also your GMC Business Elite dealer for commercial vehicles. Visit us at SidDillonBuickGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
You are what drives
Sid Dillon.
Tune in to the 12th annual Team Jack Radiothon presented by the Home Agency on September 26 to raise funds for childhood brain cancer research. Childhood brain cancer is a devastating disease affecting 5,000 children each year. Current treatments are over 40 years old and leave children with lifelong deficits. Team Jack is working to change this. Become a champion for a cure for just $20 a month. Every dollar counts towards discovering new treatments and ultimately saving young lives. Visit teamjackfoundation.org to donate. Your contribution matters more than ever.
To be a part of Nebraska Medicine.
Hi, welcome.
Is to be a part of something extraordinary.
Nebraska Medicine, how may I help you?
Because these are the doors that open doors.
How are you?
To growth and opportunity for each other and for our community.
That went really well.
For those who know that the academic experience.
You know what? I agree.
The life experience that you get here is beyond what you can get anywhere else. And that's exactly why here is where you belong. Join us at nebraskamed.com/careers. Nebraska Medicine. Together, extraordinary.
Woodhouse has been your premier destination for your automotive needs since 1975. Whether you're looking to purchase a new vehicle, sell your current one, or looking to service, our team ensures a convenient and seamless transaction from start to finish. Explore our wide selection of top brands and enjoy the peace of mind that comes with our team's dedication and decades of trusted service. Get started online at woodhouse.com and experience the Woodhouse difference today.
Welcome back to the Acres Broadcast Center. I'm Matt Coatney, and this is the Big Ten Blitz, presented by Groundworks, the official foundation company of the Huskers.
This is the Big Ten Blitz. Northwestern.
And here to talk about the Wildcats, Louis Vakir of the Wildcat Report. Northwestern, a heartbreaker last Friday night, losing in overtime to Duke. And Louis, sometimes those games, those that sting like that take a little while to get over. What was the mood like, and how did that game kind of get by Northwestern in your eyes?
Well, yeah, that was a tough one to take. I think everybody post-game were kind of in a state of shock. It really felt like Northwestern had the game in hand. The defense played really well. And just late in the game, I think the defense got a little worn out, and the offense had, chance after chance to kind of get that 2-score lead and sort of put it away, and they could never do that. And, I think the frustration was palpable in the post-game press conference, and that's when David Braun announced that they're going to make a quarterback change. So that had a pretty profound – it was one that they really needed to have, and because of that, they're going with a pretty drastic change, I think.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the last tune-up before league play takes us to the end of the season. Eastern Illinois is the opponent. They played Illinois a few weeks ago. Kind of give us a few thumbnail sketches about the opponent tonight for the Cats.
Yeah, so Eastern Illinois really got, in week one, they got blasted by Illinois 45-0, and they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was a really demoralizing loss for them. But they bounced back last week and beat Indiana State, and they turned over, they got 4 takeaways themselves last week. So, that's Northwestern. I think they got to take care of the football. Northwestern isn't going to beat anybody just walking out on the field. They have to go out there, execute, take care of the ball, and they should be able to win. And, I think people are looking forward to Jack Lausch and just seeing what he could do. Mike Wright's been very shaky. Lausch is also a hometown guy, went to Chicago Brother Rice High School, and, I think he's been a fan favorite. So now everybody's going to, get a chance to see what he can do.
Northwestern hosting Eastern Illinois, 6:30 Central on the Big Ten Network. Louis Vakir of the Wildcat Report. Louis, we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Indiana.
And here to talk about the Hoosiers, Zach Osterman of the Indianapolis Star. Indiana just clobbered Western Illinois last Friday night, 77-3, and now are 2-0 before they start league play tonight at UCLA. Zach, what a start for a new coaching staff, a new era of Indiana football. They've got to have a lot of good feelings around the department right now.
Yeah, obviously it was, there was a lot of offseason momentum, a new coaching staff, a lot more NIL dollars, all those sorts of things. And then, I think some optimism around 8 home games as well. Obviously, Indiana's not really played anybody meaningful yet. Florida International is probably one of the worst teams in the FBS, and Western Illinois is probably the worst team in the FCS. I think they've lost 26 games in a row now. But all you can do if you're Indiana is beat these teams the way you've beaten them. It's, I think, a combined 108-10 over these first 2 weeks. And, there have been some encouraging signs from the defense, some encouraging signs from the run game. I think Kurt Cignetti will have liked, after criticizing his team a little bit for feeling like they didn't play well with a lead in the Florida International game, coming out and scoring on 9 of their first 10 drives against Western Illinois. The only one they didn't score on was the take a knee, run out the clock at the end of the half drive. So it's all kind of moved in the right direction after an offseason that generated some real buzz for IU football for the first time in a while. But obviously, some tougher tests are immediately on the horizon here.
All right, let's forward to this week and to this week's game at the Rose Bowl. UCLA conference opener for both teams. How do you size up this matchup?
It is a difficult one to compare, more because of UCLA. They've only played one game. For Indiana, again, maybe another step along the way in terms of how do you handle some success? How do you handle it's slight, but how do you handle some expectation when you are maybe a team that a lot of people feel could possibly go out to UCLA, win that game, then suddenly you can come home. If you can beat Charlotte the week after that, you're 4-0. Then Maryland's coming to Bloomington. Then you're at Northwestern, all building into that visit from Nebraska in October. We've said all offseason, the schedule shapes up nicely if Indiana can take advantage of it. So far they have. Now comes a really big sort of first conference test. Is Indiana prepared to take that opportunity as well?
Should be a good one. Indiana at UCLA, prime time, 6:30 Central on NBC. Zach Osterman of the Indianapolis Star. Zach, as always, we appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Maryland.
And here to talk about the Terrapins is Scott Green of Terrapin Nation. Michigan State came into Maryland last week in a conference game and kind of stole one from the Terps, 27-24. Scott, that one stings a little bit. What was the reaction after the game, and in your eyes, what made the difference in that one?
Yeah, I mean, goes without saying, coming off of the 50-plus route of UConn, I think fans are a little disappointed, especially when they seem to have the game under control heading into the fourth quarter, and then things just seem to kind of collapse. Obviously, what wasn't pretty after the game, but, at this point, you just got to put it behind you and look ahead, and you've got a border rival this week in UVA, former ACC foe, so I think you got to just kind of look ahead to that.
You referenced it earlier. This week, an old ACC rival in Virginia. Break this one down for us. What's going to be the difference, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you look at UVA, they were a team that I don't think a whole lot was really expected of them coming into the season. That said, they're 2-0. They had to come from behind win themselves, this last Saturday at Wake Forest, fourth quarter comeback. So, I think this is kind of a tough one to predict. You got one team coming off of a tough fourth quarter loss, another team coming off of a high of a big fourth quarter win. So I think it's almost going to be one of those things where it's kind of a coin flip, and it's going to be who comes in with a better mentality this week.
Wow, all right. Maryland and Virginia, 7 o'clock Central on the ACC Network. Scott Green of Terrapin Nation. Scott, we appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Cornerstone Bank is committed to providing you game-changing solutions for your financial needs. Bank on a solid foundation. Cornerstone Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Right now, here in Lincoln, it's 5:43 p.m. Central, and it is a perfect evening for football. Right now, 84 degrees here at Memorial Stadium. The Huskers Radio Network Broadcast Center is sponsored by Acres, the Midwest premier John Deere dealer, supplying the equipment and service to advance agriculture and much more. Acres, solutions for every field. Let's take a look at scores going on right now with Big Ten teams. Number 8, Oregon is absolutely blowing out Oregon State, 48-14. They're midway through the fourth quarter. Number 18, Notre Dame is decimating Purdue and West Lafayette, 59-7. The Fighting Irish lead at 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Michigan State blowing out Prairie View, 40-0. 2 minutes left in that one. In the Apple Cup, Washington State leading Washington 24-19, 3:52 to go in the fourth quarter, and 12:05 to go in the game in Iowa City. The Hawks have just scored, and they lead Troy 31-21. I'm Matt Coatney in the Acres Broadcast Center at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, and that's the Big Ten Blitz, and that will wrap up the Countdown to Kickoff show. The Matt Rule pregame show comes your way next.
It's time for a conversation with the head coach ahead of today's kickoff. It's the Matt Rule pregame show.
Good evening from Memorial Stadium, where tonight the Cornhuskers continue their season. They'll play their last non-conference game of the year against the Northern Iowa Panthers. Nebraska coming off a convincing 28-10 win over Colorado. But, Coach, hearing from you during the week, talking to some of the players, they know there's a lot more left in this football team, even after a really good win like that.
Yeah, I think our main goal is to improve every week. The season's usually determined by the teams who've gotten better, and for all the good things we did, there's still things we left out there. And I think the biggest message I'm learning with this team is, I need to learn from the games. And so we need to have a chance to play another game and learn from last week and try to play better than we played last week.
What were a couple of things that you wanted to really stress this week during practice to get ready for this one?
Well, I think the penalties on offense bothered me and staying aggressive on offense. I think on defense, we gave up 4 big plays and we're not forcing fumbles. We're 46th in the country forcing fumbles. And special teams wise, we had a lot of errors, and we have to get those corrected. Special teams should win 2 games for us a year. That's always been our philosophy, and that wasn't winning special teams last week.
2 games in, Dylan's completing 73% of his passes, hasn't thrown an interception. Looks like he's managing the game really well. You have to be pleased with his start to his career.
Yeah, he's done a great job. He gets us in the right checks. He makes good decisions, and yet he's a very aggressive player as well. And so. Every day's new. It's a learning process, but I'm pleased with the way he's taking care of the football. Yet at the same time, been aggressive.
Well, more of the coach coming up. Pioneers proud to partner with Iowa and Nebraska for the Pioneer Heroes game. Do you know someone who has positively impacted their community and who stands as an inspiration to others? Well, if so, please submit your local hero nomination at huskers.com/hero. More of the coach next.
This is the Matt Rule pregame show. You're listening to Big Red Football.
Hi, I'm Tom Osborne, former football coach and co-founder of the Teammates Mentoring Program.
And I'm Des Moines Adams, Husker Black Shirt and CEO of Teammates Mentor.
We are recruiting Teammates mentors and need caring adults to be in the lives of our students.
Meeting with a student once a week at the school can make a positive impact in their life and have a ripple effect in our communities.
Please join our team.
Go to teammates.org today.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. Introducing the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the 2024 North American Truck of the Year. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough.
Now get 1.9% financing for 36 months on a brand new 2024 F-150 or Super Duty only at your Midwest Ford dealers.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing.
And electrical.
I got to see my brother get married.
I would have missed my dad's birthday.
Because I wore my seatbelt, I had the privilege of being part of his special day.
I got to go home and see my family again.
Does it click yet?
Brought to you by NDOT Highway Safety Office.
I would have never had the chance to see my daughter become a doctor.
I was able to go to my brother's graduation.
I wouldn't have adopted my first pet.
And then it clicked. My seatbelt saved my life. Does it click yet?
Brought to you by NDOT Highway Safety Office.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise, and peak flu season is almost here. Save time and get the updated COVID-19 vaccine and your flu shot at the same time at Hy-Vee. Schedule your updated COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot online today, or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy whenever it's convenient for you. No appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Your Hy-Vee pharmacy is here to help you and your family stay healthy. Some restrictions apply.
Tune in to the 12th annual Team Jack Radiothon presented by the Home Agency on September 26 to raise funds for childhood brain cancer research. Childhood brain cancer is a devastating disease affecting 5,000 children each year. Current treatments are over 40 years old and leave children with lifelong deficits. Team Jack is working to change this. Become a champion for a cure for just $20 a month. Every dollar counts towards discovering new treatments and ultimately saving young lives. Visit teamjackfoundation.org to donate. Your contribution matters more than ever.
Nothing goes better with Husker Sports in Fairbury. Fairbury premium quality hot dogs deliver the home game experience to your family and friends. Fairbury, the official hot dog of Husker Nation. UNI, the opponent today, first time these two have ever met on the gridiron, coached by 24th-year head man Coach Farley. You said earlier in the week this is a style of play that you really respect a lot. What they throw out there. Yeah, they're a Big Ten team. They're a powerful, physical run game. They'll take their shots. They got big tight ends. You know, they'll play great defense, play great special teams. They're right in line with the teams that we're going to face over the next weeks in the Big Ten. You talked about their defense. They've only allowed their opponents through two games about 23% on third down conversions. That's really good. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, they have a pressure package. They have, this is a good football team. Like I said earlier this week, they know how to win, and so they do the things it takes to win. They don't beat themselves. They get after you, and it's going to be a real challenge. Do they have some guys that you could see play at the next level? Yeah, they have, Penning, the left tackle, is a draftable player. The tailback's a draftable player. The tight end is as well. So they have draftable players. You mentioned the tailback. They've had a couple of guys go over 100 yards the last few games. What makes him so good? He's got great body balance. He's got good speed, and he's powerful. He's a big man. He runs through contact. And they have a good scheme. They run different runs. They're not just a spread offense. They attack you in all the different areas. So different than what you saw with UTEP and Colorado, but may get you prepared for some future games like Illinois and Rutgers, teams that love to run the ball. Yeah, no doubt. The Colorado game was really good for us in terms of defending four wides in the passing game. This game is, the first game was good for us in terms of, defending all these wild, formations and tempos. This game will be really good for us in terms of defending the condensed sets, the power back. It's just like facing the Big Ten teams. Folks, this week's contestant for the Woodhouse block punt for a touchdown contest is Melissa Liu from Montevideo, Minnesota. If the Huskers block a punt, take it back for 6, she could win a 2-year, 10,000-mile-per-year lease on a truck from Woodhouse. Go to Huskers.com/Woodhouse for official rules and how to get yourself entered. Back with some final thoughts from the head coach coming up next.
You're listening to the Matt Rule pregame show on the Huskers Radio Network.
When challenging conditions arise, we don't back down. We up our game. Outpacing the competition with innovations fueled by Bayer's R&D, keeping you equipped with an expanded portfolio, elite genetics, and additional local test plots. Channel leads the field, so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise. Read and follow pesticide label directions, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
Hey, Husker fans! The 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Nebraska football games or to any other live event in Lincoln, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the go-to option for the Huskers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
There's a hero in all of us. Pioneer is proud to partner with Nebraska and Iowa for the Pioneer Heroes Game. Together, we want to recognize and celebrate local heroes who exemplify the goal of positively impacting the community and who stand as an inspiration to others. If you have a family member or a community member you'd like to recognize, please nominate them at huskers.com/hero so we can celebrate the heroes in your community.
Husker fans, visit a participating AGCO dealer now until November 1st and enter for a chance to win a pair of tickets, and pregame hospitality passes to the Nebraska versus Wisconsin football game on November 23rd in Lincoln. See your True Turf and Ag locations in Osmond, Columbus, and Falls City, Osceola Implement, and Kearney Equipment to enter for your chance to win this season.
This is the Matt Rule pregame show. You're listening to Big Red Football.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. Introducing the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the 2024 North American Truck of the Year. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough.
Now get 1.9% financing for 36 months on a brand new 2024 F-150 or Super Duty only at your Midwest Ford dealers.
Plungers and store-bought chemicals can only go so far and can harm your drains. Call the professionals at John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical to get your drains flowing. We won't only make sure the clog is taken care of, but we will ensure your drains are completely clean so the clog will not come back. Give
John Henry's
a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
And Electrical.
Husker Football brought to you in part by your Midwest Ford dealers. Visit buyfordnow.com for all your truck, SUV, and electric vehicle needs. Huskers and Panthers today. Last week, you got a pick six from Tommy Hill, so you scored a non-offensive touchdown. I know you'd love to see your special teams put some points on the board.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I think when you think about defense, you think about special teams, they're always trying to prevent the other team from scoring and set us up to score. And so when the defense doesn't just do that, they also actually score as well. Great. So, we've had two chances to block punts. We've just missed them. We need to make a play like that. We need to hit a kickoff, big kickoff return. I think special teams playmaking is contagious, and that's what we're looking for.
Coach, I hold my breath every time Corey gets the ball because I think he's going to go. And that's a pretty nice skill set to have, and I think he's going to break one of these in these kicking.
Yeah, he's dynamic. He's explosive. Good things will happen with him out there.
All right. Last week you had a hard time hearing. Did you get your new headsets into the game?
Yeah, we had Jay Terry, the best of the best. He got the new headset, so I'd encourage all of Husker Nation to be even louder.
Yeah, you've challenged this group. Get out there and be loud.
They're fantastic, and I'd hate to be on the other sideline. I can just tell you that much.
All right, go get them tonight.
Thank you.
Comments of the head coach of the Cornhuskers. The Huskers Radio Network Broadcast Center is sponsored by our good friends at Acres. They are the Midwest's premier John Deere dealer, supplying the equipment and service to advance agriculture and much more. Acres solutions for every field. We'll join you again from the Nautil Company's broadcast booth next.
You're listening to the Matt Rule pregame show on the Huskers Radio Network.
Husker fans, during tonight's game, we are recognizing the agricultural community in our great state with Acres Ag Day celebration. Farmers and ranchers have helped build the culture of this state through hard work, grit, and toughness. Nebraska Athletics is proud of our agricultural heritage and strive to live out these same values every day. We would like to recognize and thank our partners supporting Acres Ag Day: Beck's Hybrids, Central Valley Ag, Channel, Valley, Pioneer, FMC, Calcium Products, Farm Bureau, and Streamline. Go Big Red.
Attention, Husker Nation. Are you ready to power up your game? Sapp Brothers bleeds Husker Red, and our high-quality off-road red diesel is the fuel that powers your equipment. As official sponsors of the Huskers, we're here with a touchdown offer with the Sapp Brothers Go Big Red Fuel Giveaway. Contract your upcoming fuel needs by February 1st and enter to win 1,000 free gallons of our off-road red diesel. Keep your engines roaring and your equipment running strong. With this winning opportunity, Sapp Brothers fuels Husker Nation. Visit sappbros.net/fuel giveaway for more info.
Let's pause 15 seconds for station identification on the Huskers Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Nautil Company's broadcast booth. I'm Matt Coatney. Let's give you a quick look at Big Ten scores before we get you to our game broadcast. Number 18, Notre Dame, with 2 minutes left in West Lafayette, is blowing out Purdue 66-7. It looks like the Apple Cup will go to Washington State. They have a goal line stand, and they hold Washington out of the end zone on 4th and goal from the 1 with a minute left. Washington State takes over the ball with a minute 7 left. 24-19, they lead Washington. Iowa looks like they're going to win. They are midway through the fourth quarter, leading Troy 38-21. I'm Matt Coatney in the Noddle Company's broadcast booth in Lincoln. Let's take a look at scores from earlier today. 4th-ranked Alabama defeated Wisconsin 42-10. Number 17 Michigan defeated Arkansas State 28-18. Illinois over Central Michigan 30-9. Number 9 Oregon over Oregon State 49-14. Michigan State defeated Prairie View 40-0. And Minnesota over Nevada 27-0. That's the Nebraska Lottery scoreboard update. I'm Matt Coatney in the Noddle Company's broadcast booth in Lincoln. Get ready, Nebraska. The Huskers are nationally ranked in our home for a Saturday night game at Memorial Stadium. Nebraska versus Northern Iowa. Husker football next.
The following is an exclusive presentation of the Huskers Radio Network. It's time for Nebraska Cornhuskers football.
Rogers deep for Nebraska. Here's Wiley's kick. It's high. It holds up there. Rogers takes the ball at the 30. He's hit and got away. Back upfield to the 35, to the 40. He's to the 45. He's to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, to the 20, to the 10. He's all the way home. Rozier turns. He's running back around the field. He's trying to get away. He's looking for blockers. He turns upfield. He's going to run a touchdown. In the middle of the back play, and it's Schlesinger inside the 5. He's there for the touchdown. He's got the touchdown.
And an option to the right. Tommy on the keep, turns the corner, 25-30. Eludes a tackler, 35. Tommy Frazier, 37, 38, 39, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. He's going to cross to the middle. Juggle. Diving touchdown, Nebraska. Davison under the deflection. Thunder, who gives it back to Mike Stuntz. He's going to throw it. He's got a man out there for 40. It is Eric Crouch. 15, 10, 5. The kick is getting its way, and the kick is good.
40, Roy to midfield. Roy held it to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. You betcha. That is a touchdown for Nebraska. Back to Burkhead off the left side. Rex has a seam. 15, 10. Burkhead 5. Dives. He's in. Touchdown, Nebraska. And the Huskers have come all the throw down toward the goal line going up. Ball tipped in the air. Touchdown. Jordan Westerkamp. Nebraska wins the game on the final play of the contest. Oh, baby.
Brought to you locally by This is the pre-kickoff show, brought to you by the Nebraska Lottery.
For everyone who was at Memorial Stadium last Saturday night, they know that this place was off the charts. The Nebraska Cornhuskers hosted one of their oldest rivals, the Colorado Buffaloes, and proceeded to hang 28 points on the Buffs in the first half on their way to winning 28-10. It earned the Big Red their first 2-0 start since 2016 and their first national ranking since 2019. But now it's time to turn the page to tonight as the Huskers conclude their non-conference portion of the schedule as they host the Panthers from Northern Iowa. Good evening from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. I'm Greg Sharp. The Huskers have had a lot of good things written and said about them the last 7 days. But head coach Matt Rule and staff, they've taken a different approach of pointing out all the little things that this team can be better at. After what Coach Rule dubbed the best of the 3 weeks of prep practice getting ready for another opponent, they have a chance to build that momentum tonight as they host FCS foe Northern Iowa. The Panthers in some ways mirror the Huskers. They're also off to a 2-0 start. Their best start since 2013, and they jumped into their national polls at number 21. Panthers rely on a strong ground game, averaging nearly 300 yards per game rushing. They also played good sound defense, only allowing 17 points in their first 2 games. It's the nationally ranked Cornhuskers against the nationally ranked Panthers. When we come back, we'll hear the thoughts of former national champion Damon Benning. This pregame continues from Tom Osborne Field.
You're listening to the pre-kickoff show, brought to you by the Nebraska Lottery on the Huskers Radio Network.
Pioneer brand Z-Series soybeans have farmers yielding out an additional 2.7 bushels per acre over A-Series. This has everyone talking, not just farmers. Case in point, a trucking company wrote, Morning, noon, and night, it doesn't matter. I'm hauling Z-Series. The phone doesn't stop ringing. Even my home number, it never stops ringing. Well, it's fair to say Pioneer brand Z-Series soybeans are making quite an impact. Unleash your greatest harvest yet at pioneer.com/greatest yields.
To be a part of Nebraska Medicine.
Hi, welcome.
Is to be a part of something extraordinary.
Nebraska Medicine, how may I help you?
Because these are the doors that open doors.
How are you?
To growth and opportunity for each other and for our community.
That went really well.
For those who know that the academic experience.
You know what? I agree.
The life experience that you get here is beyond what you can get anywhere else. And that's exactly why here is where you belong. Join us at nebraskamed.com/careers. Nebraska Medicine. Together, extraordinary.
Nebraskans are choosing chiropractic for better health. Why chiropractic? Because it's safe, drug-free, and a cost-effective treatment option for back and joint pain. Plus, all generations can benefit from natural chiropractic care. Choose chiropractic first for pain relief or to improve your mobility, athletic performance, or overall wellness. Make chiropractic your first choice for better health and find a chiropractic physician near you at nebraskachiropractic.org. Get your life back with chiropractic.
Woodhouse has been your premier destination for your automotive needs since 1975. Whether you're looking to purchase a new vehicle, sell your current one, or looking to service, our team ensures a convenient and seamless transaction from start to finish. Explore our wide selection of top brands and enjoy the peace of mind that comes with our team's dedication and decades of trusted service. Get started online at woodhouse.com and experience the Woodhouse difference today.
Husker fans, let's call a timeout on the court and in life. When the game gets tough, Nebraska stands together as a family, as a team. If you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis, the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is there. Call, text, or chat 988. It's free, confidential, and staffed with trained counselors ready to listen and provide support. You're part of the Husker family, and every member is valued on and off the court. Remember, in times of need, call a timeout. Call, text, or chat 988. Presented by Nebraska DHHS.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise, and peak flu season is almost here. Save time and get the updated COVID-19 vaccine and your flu shot at the same time at Hy-Vee. Schedule your updated COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot online today, or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy whenever it's convenient for you. No appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Your Hy-Vee pharmacy is here to help you and your family stay healthy. Some restrictions apply.
This is Big Red Football.
Working together, Central Valley Ag unites with our farmers to feed a hungry planet. Enroll in CVA's Go Early Seed program and maximize your purchasing power with 1 year of 0% financing for seed and crop protection. Register for a chance to win Husker football tickets when you enroll in CVA's Go Early Seed program by October 18th. Details at cvacoop.com. Our planet is hungry. Together, we feed it. Central Valley Ag, the official co-op of Husker Nation.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and air.
And electrical.
I have reports of a polar bear on the loose. Man, is it cold enough for a polar bear in here?
Yes, we use SOS. Come on in.
SOS to the rescue! Nebraska defensive lineman Nash Hovig here. People know me as the polar bear, and when I want to stay cool, I call SOS. Their techs don't make commissions, so they give you an honest opinion, fair pricing, and longer warranties than the competition, guaranteed. Mention the polar bear and get a free 10-year labor warranty on new York equipment. The best warranty you have.
Call 402-391-2336.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. Introducing the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the 2024 North American Truck of the Year. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough.
Now get 1.9% financing for 36 months on a brand new 2024 F-150 or Super Duty only at your Midwest Ford dealers.
You're listening to the Pre-Kickoff Show, brought to you by the Nebraska Lottery. on the Huskers Radio Network.
The Nebraska Lottery has raised over $991 million, which has helped to provide more than 150,000 college scholarships, save wildlife habitats across the state, and fund new facilities at the Nebraska State Fair. The Nebraska Lottery helping to build a better Nebraska. Greg Sharp back with Damon Benning inside the Donald Company's broadcast booth. What a fun week, and you get those when you come off big wins. And I guess it's the job of the coaches to kind of try to bring everybody back down to earth. I love the approach they put out there this week.
Yeah, if you're looking for an unintended consequence to the second half of last week's game, was how you approach this week's practice. And that's exactly what happened. Coach Rule set the tone early on Monday, didn't he? At that press conference, he didn't mince a ton of words and kind of doubled down on Thursday. It's edgy at best. And I said it all week. G Sharp, there's two reasons Nebraska will have every reason to want to practice well. Matt Rule.
Well, I think one thing that I'm encouraged by, DB, we didn't play a great game and won fairly handily last week. That tells me the ceiling for this team is
pretty high.
Up there high.
It's really high. And they're just starting to settle in on some things and figure out the roster management, who to play, who not to play, who to get ready. And now as you get ready to kind of set the precursor for Big Ten play, now style is important. How do we go to work every day? And I think that's what they're going to fall back on tonight.
Speaking of style, big change tonight from what we saw from UTEP and Colorado. This is more of a tradition, more kind of like a Big Ten team. The way they line up, they'll want to run the ball and try to stop your running game.
Yeah, you're going to see counter, you'll see power, you'll see blast, you'll see some ISO. And it's not originally how I think Northern Iowa was going to approach this season, but quarterback play hasn't been what they wanted, and Dunn is trying to settle in. But like a typical Coach Farley team, they want to be tough in the trenches, so they're going to run the football.
24 years. Yeah. Wow, that's a long run at a school. And they certainly love to come to particularly the Omaha area and recruit. There's a lot of Nebraskans on their roster.
There is, and he has a style. He recruits to that style, and it's toughness. So I think the challenge is UNI thinks they're pretty good in the trenches, both offensively and defensively, and Nebraska is built that way. So we'll see what gives tonight.
Oscars, again, 28 points all in that first half last week. Concerned at all when you left here last Saturday night with the no points in half number two?
Well, I think, to some degree, yes, because third down conversions was a little shoddy.
Penalties.
Penalties hurt you as well. So I think from that standpoint, yeah, sure, you want to clean that up. But the manner in which they were playing, I think they're going to be okay outside of that.
Defensively, another really good night for Tony White's defense. They just continue to play well. Damon, 6 straight games in this stadium where they've held the opponents to under 14 points. They're really starting to stack good performance on top of good performance.
They are. Now that they're generating some takeaways to go along with getting off the field on third down, they're improved in both those categories. So if those two things can continue, you get the sense their physicality is going to be at a premium. If they're turning you over and getting you off the field, that's a recipe for success.
Sure is. You talked about maybe tweaking some things, personnel things. Jessica Cootie is going to join us now from down on the Rob Seco sideline. You were watching warm-ups as this team went through some things. We know, and even the availability report, Jess, that came out a couple of hours ago, there will be some changes tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots of differences. I've been pretty busy trying to watch as much as I can. Let's start with the snapping duties, as we've heard throughout this week that there could be some changes there, and it looks like there will be some changes. Aiden Flegge will take over the duties with the extra points and field goal unit, and then Camden Witucky will still be the long snapper for punts. I was watching the field goal unit with Tristan Alvano, Brian Buschini. He didn't miss today, so maybe that change is a good thing. We'll see how it translates to game action. Micah Mazuka is not out here. He is not available. He was on that availability report as unavailable, so Henry Lutoski will get the start at right guard next to Bryce Benhart. And the Huskers will be without Mekhi Bayer after he had the targeting penalty last week, so it will be Stephon Thompson who will start there at linebacker alongside John Bullock. I did watch a pregame, and Mekhi Bayer and Stephon Thompson were walking around the field together, and they're a tight group, and I know Stephon feels like he's ready for this moment. Jamari Butler was listed as questionable. He went through pretty much full warm-ups until they went out here to team, and I have not seen him out here since, so I'll keep an eye out on him and see if he's going to be able to go today as well. And Bly Hill is out, not in uniform, so he will not be available today, guys.
Darn, that's too bad. I know they got big thoughts for Bly, but so a change on the offensive line. Lutoski's a guy that's played some, but a great opportunity for him.
Yeah, it's opportunity, right? And I think when you preach next man up, you'd like to do it in a way that you're controlling or it's your choice. But sometimes you're pressed into issues like that, and Lutovsky will answer the dinner bill. The thing with Nebraska, especially up front defensively, their depth may be tested a little bit tonight. They think they're pretty good. We'll see what happens with Butler, but you're starting to get into that territory now of what you want to do with guys' red shirts. So this rotation will be interesting tonight.
We'll keep an eye on that throughout the game here today. Huskers and the Panthers. The Panthers have retreated to their locker room. Huskers going to their final warm-up tosses. We'll get some more pregame thoughts from Damon, and we get back down to Jess for a special guest coming up on the other side as we get ready for Husker football tonight against UNI.
You're listening to the Pre-Kickoff Show, brought to you by the Nebraska Lottery on the Huskers Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and I have a serious heart condition called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, or HCM. Some symptoms include being short of breath, feeling tired, or having dizziness or chest pain. I still had symptoms on my beta blocker, so I asked my cardiologist about any treatment advances. It was a breakthrough for me. That's why I'm working with Bristol Myers Squibb to raise awareness about HCM and to help others like me. Talk to your cardiologist today and visit hcmrealtalk.com for more information.
Sponsored by Bristol Myers Squibb.
Huskers farmers do it all. That's why at Ag Leader, we're devoted to making your life easier every day, through every season, with our easy-to-use precision farming technology that can do it all alongside you. From planting and spraying to steering and harvesting and more. Do it all on your farm with Ag Leader. Contact your local Ag Leader dealer or visit agleader.com to upgrade your farm equipment with proven precision farming technology from Ag Leader.
In the heartland, where ambition thrives, there are those who are made and those who are made for more. Just like the Huskers on game day, Kloss, a leading producer of ag equipment, unleashes the power of ambition in the field. Discover why our cutting-edge machinery and unwavering support aren't just a promise, they're a commitment to your success. Because at Kloss, we know you are made for more. Visit your Kloss dealer or CLAAS.com.
When challenging conditions arise,
many times the city making me promises, so I promise this.
We
I love myself.
Outpacing the competition with innovations fueled by Bayer's R&D, keeping you equipped with an expanded portfolio, elite genetics, and additional local test plots. Channel leads the field, so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise. Read and follow pesticide label directions, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
This is Big Red Football.
You expect your home to protect everything you love, but you don't expect the ways water is breaking down your basement and damaging your home. Mold, cracks, and of course visible water are just a few signs your basement is compromised. But there's one way to get answers to all your concerns. A free home inspection from Groundworks. We put water back in its place. Get your free inspection at groundworks.com. License number C142293.
It's more powerful than the legendary Husker option offense. More powerful than the black shirt defense. It's the sun, and you
recognize the 2024 Nebraska Football Hall of Fame class. Joining the group is the president of the Nebraska Football Hall of Fame, Lou Cully of Hastings. The recipient of the Clarence E. Swanson Memorial Award, Angie and Dan Muehlisen of Lincoln. The Lyle Bremser Special Merit Award recipient, Joe Seelig of Lincoln. Our State College inductee and All-American running back at UNK from 2000 to 2003, Mike Miller. Unable to join us today, a first-team All-Big 8 offensive lineman in 1987, represented by his family, Kevin Leitner. A two-time national champion defensive end in 1970 and 71, and a two-time Super Bowl champion with the Raiders, Monty Johnson. A four-year starter from 1989 to 92, a Big 8 champion and all-conference defensive back, Tyrone Bird.
A first-team All-Big 8 linebacker, 1995 Big 8 Defensive Newcomer of the Year and National Champion, Terrell Farley. A two-time All-Big 12 selection and Big 12 champion at defensive end from 1999 to 2002, Chris Kelsey. A two-time All-Big 12 selection and a two-time second-team All-America defensive lineman from 2008 to 2011, Jared Crick. And one of the top running backs in Nebraska history, a first-team All-Big 12 selection, academic All-American, and Super Bowl champion, Rex Burkhead. Husker fans, let's hear it one more time for the 2024 Nebraska Hall of Fame class.
And now, a true musical genius who needs no introduction.
I move through the live, babe. Since so 12, the play been hot just to show you the time frame. 100 mil down on my desk, but I'm still up this side, ain't. Matching M's in my account to the truck in my driveway.
It's showtime as the Cornhusker Marching Band and Nebraska Spirit Squad take the field to begin another pre-game spectacular. Now is the time for the Marching Red Experience. Presenting in their 145th year, the University of Nebraska Cornhusker Marching Band. This is the pride of all Nebraska. With twirlers Brittany Berry and Stephanie Lean. And drum majors Violin Decker, Tanner Moss, Jason Manzito, and Annie Von Kampen. It's Football Saturday in Memorial Stadium, and there is no place like Nebraska. Visitors from the University of Northern Iowa.
Husker fans, please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem, conducted by Director of Bands Dr. Carolyn Barber. By executive order of the Commander-in-Chief, all active duty military personnel in civilian attire and military veterans are authorized to maintain their cover and render a proper hand salute. The colors are being presented by a full joint color guard and commanded by midshipmen from the Navy ROTC program. The band's traditional pre-game salute to the fans in all four stadiums begins with the well-known football classic, Mr. Touchdown, USA! Our salute continues with the majestic strains of March Grandioso. Then let's all chant the letters of Nebraska with March of the Cornhuskers. And now, Nebraska's own Hail Varsity!
Presented by J-Tech Construction and Solar. The Black Shirts. Ty Robinson. Nesh Hutmaker. Jamari Butler. Linebackers. John Bullock. Stefan Thompson. MJ Sherman. The secondary. Tommy Hill. Isaac Gifford. Malcolm Hartzog Jr. Deshaun Singleton. Marquise Buford Jr. The Specialists. Tristan Alvano. John Hall. Brian Buscini. On the offense, Turner Corcoran. Justin Evans. Ben Scott. Henry Lutomsky. Bryce Benhart. Receivers at tight end. Thomas Fedoni II. At slot receiver, Janiron Bonner. At wideout, Jamal Banks. Isaiah Nair. In the backfield, at running back, Ramir Johnson. And at quarterback, Dylan Raiola.
I got one word for you today, and that is very simply that is trust. I pray that you trust the guy next to you. I pray that you trust yourselves. I pray you trust the fact that we are one of the best teams in the country.
Keeps pressure, gets hit, goes down. Ty Robinson with the sack. Steps throw, passes, intercepting. Touchdown, Nebraska. Pick six, Tommy Hill. Gives it off to Dante, has him interceived, 10-5. Touchdown, Nebraska. Pulls the pocket to the near side, throws toward the end zone as a man out there. Looking for Nayor, and catch, touchdown.
The battle's already been won. All that has to happen now is you got to go out and take what is rightfully yours.